Hey, everybody, thanks for joining us on Hollywood Live. The Barnes family is here. Oh my gosh, we got so much to talk about. No time. Hi, Matt. Hi, Anansa. How are you?
Hi, we're good. Thanks for having us.
Oh, absolutely. Okay, first of all, you guys decided to do this show. It's been on a week and it's already a big hit. Why did you decide, with all you've been through, what made you decide to want to do the Barnes family?
Think the trust in the producing partners, Datari Turner, someone that Anance has known since she was a teenager. Jamie Foxx and I have been good friends for a handful of years. So just having that trust, but then also, being people who watch TV, wanting to put a perception of a strong Black family out there. And you don't get that too often, particularly in the reality world. So I think we wanted to show people that it does exist. We wanted to show people that it's real, not perfect, but real. And blended families. Blended families are the new norm, and I think we've mastered the blended family gang with all six of our kids. So for all those reasons was why we wanted to jump into this space together.
Wow, well, you really have. I've got to ask you though, Anansa, you are a very well-educated woman. You've got a great career going, but I think mom's now coming first for you. How sustainable is all of this?
I ask myself that every morning when I wake up. But somehow through God, I just get the courage and power to go on to the next day. It's really the passion of mine. I love our children so much. I grew up with my mom being a supermodel, sacrificing time with me to fulfill her career, but also break barriers for women and women of color, Black women. She did amazing things. I think I knew early on for me it was going to be, if it was okay, a stay-at-home mom. And I say if it was okay because coming from a mom like that, it's like, can I do this? But I also wanted to make sure I got my education, got my BA, my MBA, so I could, teach my daughter, you can still get your education, you can still have something to fall back on, be present as a stay-at-home mom and kind of try to do it all, which is which I try to do, but my priority right now is Matt and the kids.
It would have to be. I mean, with six of them, are you going to have another one after the wedding this coming up year? Maybe.
Well, we'll see. You got to stay tuned.
So the wedding is still on, right? I mean, we haven't gotten through the whole season. I know the
Yeah.
engagement and all that. So what's happening
Right.
with the wedding planning?
We finally came up with a wedding date, September 2025. We want to do a destination. We want to do something non-traditional. We've both been married before. Of course, it's going to include the kids and my mom, our parents, and everyone, our families, just our closest people to us. That's what we want to do.
Oh, I love it. Matt, I've got to tell you, I'm a big fan of your podcast. Basketball is always on in our household here. And you're also in the cannabis business. So tell me a little bit about that and how all of this is integrated into the new show.
Um, the podcast business has been great. All the smoke has been a tremendous blessing. We've been able to capitalize that into a whole production company where we just launched five shows Q1, all performing above standard, and we got three more shows coming out Q2. So that's been fun. That business alone has allowed me to stop doing all the traveling that you guys are going to see in the beginning of the show. I was doing a lot of traveling, working with ESPN and the Kings and stuff. So this stay-at-home business has allowed me to stay home first and foremost, and then be more hands-on with the family. Cannabis space, something I've been an advocate for a long time. Throughout my MBA career, really took advocacy on heavy once I retired in 2017. And myself and a former teammate of mine, Al Harrington, like to think that we kind of help move the agenda along from a standpoint of they don't test in the NBA anymore. So it was a real full-time job to medicate in the NBA, but also realize I can lose my career for it. So, thankfully, when the bubble came around during the pandemic, the NBA realized that, hey, this is medicine, and they started studying it and understood the benefits from it. So I've just, again, been a huge advocate for it. A part of a company called Seven Leaves in my hometown, Sacramento, California. You don't see me necessarily smoking on the show because this is new and they're getting to know me. But I think before everything is done, you'll kind of just really get to see me just be me. At the end of the day, kids going crazy all day. Ananza has her glass of wine, and you'll see Matt with his joint and us enjoying our favorite show and sitting down talking.
This is why we all live in California, by the way, everybody. All that
Yeah.
all that being said, do the kids watch the show?
Oh yeah.
We all
We all sat down together as a family and watched, and they loved it. They wanted to pause and replay their parts and pointing and laughing at
out
themselves.
to be on the show more. So everyone is in our family, our friend circle, definitely tuned in. So it's been fun.
It's been a lot of fun. I've got to ask you though, Matt, can the Lakers beat the Denver Nuggets? I just had to ask that.
I don't think so, but you never know. But I don't think so.
Okay, well, at least we agree on that. So, guys, I got to ask you though, all of the counseling and everything that you've been doing to keep yourselves together, how important is that? Because, for years, especially in Black families, people didn't want to talk about going to counseling and doing all that, but you do, and it's very open and it seems to be helpful. You're still together.
I
I
think it
love it. Go ahead. I was just going to say, I love it. It's super helpful. We're in our community. We don't mind talking about getting a personal trainer for our bodies, but for some reason we don't want to, glorify getting help with our minds and our hearts and unpacking things from our childhood. And unfortunately, Black community, a lot of us have a lot of childhood trauma, that has happened that we need to address in order to have successful relationships and marriages. But go ahead, babe. What were you saying?
I just think I think it's very important. Again, the stigma of asking for help as a Black man has never been manly or even, respected from a standpoint. But I think, me particular, because I had such a image of the bad boy or the thug or whatever people wanted to call me on the court. I think when people see me breaking down and doing this and not only trying to better myself, but strengthen our relationship, and then also, carrying that further to having the conversation with my close friend circles of guys who are all experience similar things. And I'm one of the rare circles where all my guys have had counseling. You know what I mean? So it's, again, I hope that we start a trend of, hey, it's okay to ask for help. Hey, it's okay to be in counseling, and it's not the end of the world. It doesn't mean things are failing. It just means you want to better yourself. So we, really hang our hats on that and are proud of that, and hope that people definitely pick up on that and incorporate it in their lives.
Well, I have to ask you about my longtime friend as well, Jamie Foxx. I know he's behind this show, which you mentioned at the top. Has he been by the set? Does he stop by?
He was busy, so he was out of the country for majority of the time we shot. But we'll definitely probably catch up with Jamie soon. But he was very instrumental, along with Datari, and really making us feel comfortable enough to take this second chance at reality. So good friends of both of ours, Jamie and Datari, and we're very thankful that they brought the opportunity to us.
Absolutely. What do you want to say to the audience?
Tanya, I'm so sorry. We're gonna have to wrap.
Okay. Tune in to see it, everybody. You don't want to miss this. It is one of the best shows on TV. I will just go ahead and say that. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.